All right, hi everybody. Here with Irving Flores, Director of Operations at Pacific Workers. I'm Eric Farber, and we welcome to another edition of our video blog. Right now, today we're going to talk about the difference between a compromise and release and a stipulation. Now, what we're talking about is sort of the end of the case, and when you're presented with sort of the offer from the other side. Now, of course, lots of cases go to trial, and especially in our firm, we find that our lawyers like to kind of fight them quite heavily. But we, resolve a lot of cases, and there's two major ways that cases resolve. One is by a compromise and release, and one is by stipulation. So why don't you tell people about a compromise and release first?
Right. So a compromise and release is basically a package deal. You agree on a final settlement, and this settles every aspect of your case for one lump sum of money, usually.
And that includes the future meds as well, correct?
Yeah. So the compromise and release, what you're compromising, what the package consists of your medical care, the value of your medical care, the value of your permanent disability, if any, and any other issues, any wages that you may be owed, anything like that. That would all be included. It's
pretty much like a standard settlement as you know it in any kind of case.
Yeah.
It's final, everything that's there, it's all done in one lump sum, which is very different than the stipulation, which is a little bit of unique to workers' compensation.
Right.
Yeah. So a stipulation, or a stips as they call them, and you may hear your lawyer talk about that, is basically where you're settling the permanent disability side of the case, but the medical care is left open. And lots of people will take that because in today's world there's not a lot of other places you can get the medical care. We don't always recommend it. Generally, it depends a lot on which insurance company. And talk about that a little bit, why it depends on the insurance company.
Yeah, so what the stipulation does is it's basically a contract saying that the insurance company agrees to provide certain medical care to you indefinitely, basically based on whatever your doctor said in their final report, right? In the P&S report is what it's known as. And the reason why every case is different is because it depends on basically the amount of medical care that you need, and the insurance company, like Eric said. If we know that your insurance company has a very limited provider network, then you are basically limited to only treating with these doctors and these facilities, and they may not be the best places for you to get your medical care. It may be hard for you to get an appointment, or you may have to wait several months, or this insurance company may be known for denying things more than the other, which would involve more paperwork and follow-up.
And even going to court.
Yeah, we're going to work for even really basic things like ibuprofen sometimes.
Yeah. So basically, the difference between a compromise and release and stipulations, and people should remember that going to trial, if you win an award in workers' comp, it's the equivalent of getting stipulations.
Right.
So, but it comes up all the time. What's the difference between a compromise and release? A compromise and release, or a C&R as it's known, is going to be a full and final settlement of all issues in your case, and a stipulation is permanent disability, a small lump sum of money, and then open medical care. That's it.
Yeah, and it may not even be a lump sum, on the stipulations. Sometimes on stipulations they'll agree to pay you out over years.
Over time.
So again, every situation is different. If you're not sure what's best for you,
talk to your lawyer.
Exactly.
All right, and if we can help you, we're Pacific Workers, located in Oakland, taking cases in Northern California, and we really are the leader in California workers' compensation. Thanks for joining in.
Thank you.